Welcome to another Michigan football show. I'm Bryn Mickle.
And I'm McMann.
And this week we're talking QBs again and looking ahead to the big game against Michigan State under the lights. First down, Wilton Speight is out for the foreseeable future with an injury. John O'Korn is now the man. What are we going to see with 2 weeks to prepare?
I think you'll see more of the second half against Purdue. You're going to see more play action, more shotgun, more looking down the field, because I think that's where John O'Korn flourishes the most. But for John to be successful Saturday against Michigan State, he needs his receivers to get open, he needs offensive line to block for him, and he needs his running backs to hit holes.
Fans have been clamoring for a change, but again, O'Korn couldn't beat out Speight in camp. Why should we expect anything different?
That's a good point. You know, it's 2 years in a row Speight has beaten O'Korn in preseason camp for the starting quarterback job. You know, O'Korn has been through this before, so he does know the playbook, and that tells me that there's some struggles behind the scenes we haven't seen. Should they be concerning? Sure. John had the second half against Purdue. Keep in mind, Purdue wasn't really preparing to see John, so it was a bit of a curveball for them. Now Michigan State has had a full week and then some to watch tape of John.
Second down, our reader question comes from Chris M., who wonders, is John O'Korn's pocket presence better this season?
I think it is, and you saw that in the second half against Purdue a couple of weeks ago. You know, he looked confident behind center, he looked comfortable in the shotgun, and this was something he brought up in preseason camp before things started. You know, he's worked extensively with the new passing game coordinator, Pep Hamilton, to improve his confidence. He said there were times last year where he didn't know what was going on with the offensive line. In terms of coverages, protections, he didn't feel comfortable behind center. And you saw that at times, especially when he started against Indiana. It looked like he was always scrambling, always trying to find an open guy. You saw that a little bit against Purdue, but he looked more confident. And I think that's what you'll see Saturday against Michigan State.
Third down, scouting report time. Tell us about the Spartans.
Well, you're not going to get the crazy plays like you saw against Purdue. You know, you're not going to get the triple option like you saw against Air Force. It's more of a traditional style offense. They revolve heavily around the quarterback, Brian Lewerke. He's a guy who could potentially be the first Michigan State quarterback to throw for 3,000 yards and rush for 1,000 in a season. You know, he's talented, he's still young, but for Michigan to be successful on Saturday, they're going to have to keep their eye on him and keep him in check.
And he's not the only youngster on that team. And this is a young team.
Yeah, they got some young guys up front. They got some young guys out at receiver. They do have some experience at running back with L.J. Scott. They're relying heavily on him as well. Michigan will have to exploit the young and inexperienced offensive line, and I think they will, and I think that's where Michigan wins this game.
Fourth down, prediction time. What do you have for us?
Well, I'm cautious about saying John O'Korn's going to have this breakout game where he throws for 400 yards and it looks like he did against Houston. But I think Michigan's offense will be fine. I think they'll be able to run the ball. I think O'Korn will have a pretty good game. And I think Michigan's defense is too much for this Michigan State offense. I'm going Wolverines 24-13.
All right, well, I asked Wally for his prediction, and he told me, check with little brother. Little brother, what do you got? No trouble with the snap this year. Michigan 28, Spartans 14. Well, that's a wrap on another Michigan football show. Keep sending us your reader questions, and join us next week when we look ahead to Indiana.